You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, I've got your weekly spoilers for August 25th through the 29th. Spoilers actually came out on time this week. It is amazing. We're going to talk about Hope being torn and Sheila's twisted pride. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's dive right in. On Monday, August 25th, it's season 38, episode 236 of B&B. And we're going to see Will continuing to be really confused about what happened after the party, since he thought he slept with Elektra, but now Will knows Elektra didn't come back, so he's panicking. I do have to say on Friday, the face that Crew Morrow was making was a little over the top. I think he needs maybe some lessons on subtlety a little bit. I know he's new to soaps and new to the business, but that was a little over the top. So all Will can remember is the cat mask and a brunette chick and getting sexy. So I wonder if he is thinking back to Lainey flirting with him at the party. Maybe Will is going to check in to see if there's a chance she was the girl in question. She definitely wasn't. She was hanging out with her friends after Deacon put Will to bed. So if he does come to talk to Lainey and she says, nope, not me, then Will's going to be like, what? Who possibly was it? Ridge interrupts Carter making a proposal to Hope, and it looks like Carter is wanting to fast forward the whole getting married to Hope thing, but the timing isn't going to be right at all. But we'll talk about that later in the week. There's a couple more spoilers tied to this. So also on Monday, Bill helps Liam decide what he wants. He's got this new lease on life. He's not dying. He's rethinking everything. And after talking with his dad, Bill, it seems that Liam has a clear picture. This is what I want my life to look like. And I suspect it has a whole lot to do with Hope Logan. On Tuesday, August 26th, it's season 38, episode 237 of Bold and the Beautiful. Will is just drowning in guilt. At this point, he knows he had sex with somebody. He has no idea at all who it possibly could be, only that it wasn't Elektra. And, Will didn't have so many drinks. If those had been proper drinks, he would have been tipsy, but not blackout drunk. So he's guilty for getting drunk, guilty for betraying Elektra. And if Elektra is following up with him about their first time, I'm guessing that Will is going to put her off because he probably feels like he needs to sort this out before he gets into an intimate situation with her. At least that's what I hope he does, because I was already kind of icked out when he came from Deacon's. I know he took a shower, but over there and was making out with Elektra, and she would be horrified to know if the last mouth he had on his was Luna's. So Hope gets this heartfelt plea from Liam on Tuesday, and I do suspect he may ask Hope to reunite with him. He may even say, I know I don't have any right to ask you this, but this is what I want. Is there a chance this is what you want? Because she really probably wouldn't be back with Carter right now if Liam hadn't pushed her in that direction. And Ridge makes a deal with Carter. They make a pact, and maybe it's to never again let something jeopardize their BFF situation, or maybe it's about the women that they love. I do wonder if Ridge is going to unpack some of his issues. He still hasn't broken up with Taylor. Brooke is not going to have a lot more patience for this, and the longer he lets it fester, the more it is going to hurt Taylor. On Wednesday, August 27th, on Bold and the Beautiful, it's season 38, episode 238, and Hope goes to see her daddy, Deacon, and she's going to unpack everything for him. So Hope is likely telling Deacon about Liam wanting to be with her, and that, he doesn't have cancer. He has this whole new lease on life, and she was with Carter under the assumption that she couldn't have Liam. Now everything is changing. And then Carter is pushing about about the whole marriage issue. And again, I don't even think that ring would be on her finger if not for Liam saying Beth needs a good stepdad. And I think Hope was too stressed out about what was going on with Liam to really make an important decision like that. I do wonder if Liam is going to kiss Hope when he is asking her about, will you get back with me? I know you're with Carter, but I want to respect it. But if, we all know when Liam sets his mind on something, he doesn't stop. And I mean, heck, he was over kissing Steffi when she was married, so why not kiss Hope while she's just engaged? And Deacon has got very strong opinions on these two men, so Hope may get solid advice. And if I was a betting woman, I would say that Deacon is going to say that Liam is the guy and not Carter. Thursday, August 28th, episode 239 of season 38 of Bold and the Beautiful brings us Will heading back over to Il Giardino to talk to Sheila. And of course, we know that Will is desperate to try and figure out what woman he was with. He's trying to put together the puzzle pieces from his memories of what happened that night. And, I don't even know if he remembers Deacon putting him to bed. He does remember Electra leaving and him asking her to come back, and she, turned him down. And of course, Sheila knows exactly what happened with Will. She knows it was Luna. Obviously, she can't tell Will because Luna's supposed to be dead. And what was insane on Friday was that Sheila seemed to have this twisted pride in Luna when she was telling her what she had done to Will. Now, if you've been watching Y&R for a while, you may remember when Sheila was over there in Genoa City that she drugged Scott Granger Sr. so she could molest him and got herself pregnant. And it worked. That's what she did. Luna is a true chip off the old psycho Sheila block. So no wonder her one grandma's proud of her, but the other grandma, Lee, is going to lose it when she finds out what Luna did. She's putting her life at risk, her professional licensure at risk, all of this, and all Luna can think about is getting into Will's pants. So, typical behavior. Friday, August 29th, season 38, episode 240 of Bold and the Beautiful. Liam is determined to put his family back together, and that is obviously with Hope being with Liam. That's what he wants, and he's going to do what he needs to do to make it happen. I actually liked that he is scrapping the whole go be with Carter, he's a good guy thing, and going after what he wants. Meanwhile, Carter wants to elope with Hope, and looks like Carter's going to pick back up with the proposal he was making earlier in the week. I don't think there is any way Hope is going to grab a bag and run to Vegas and elope with Carter, so I think we may have some heartbreak coming soon. And Carter's got his arms around Hope this week, like he's trying to convince her, and it looks like it's so awkward. I can't show you the picture for copyright reasons, but she's leaning back, like as far as she can get back away from him while still in his arms. And I think that body language says a whole lot.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.